let's go someplace a little bit different, Eric Holmes, for Netflix. I don't know if you watch a lot of stuff on Netflix, Eric, but I was treated to this animated film. I don't know if you're a huge animation fan as well, Eric. Are you
I love Ralph Bakshi. Tom Bluth is good.
okay? So you love,
Um,
yes, The Secret of Nim, right? The Secret of Nim. I'm
yeah.
thinking
Do not care for the Minions
Pixar.
movies.
Oh, movies, the big Pixar ones, or what, the Sony Pictures Animation.
Pixar had their heyday. They fell off a little bit, but
You're more
uh,
discerning when it comes to your animation
I
movies.
I think the problem with animation, especially like when it comes to award season, this had nothing to do with what we're talking about other than animation. It's like when they're like best animated movies of the year, and then all they look at is the movies made for children. It's like
Hmm.
adults can watch them too. I'm like, Minions. I understand that adults can watch them, just as kids can play with guns. They just normally don't.
Guns
But
being
but then like
water guns, water
but then
guns. Family show.
stuff like Mad God or Last Days of Coney Island, just like, well, no, we've never even heard of that stuff. We're talking about Minions and Pixar and whatever
That's true.
what other crap DreamWorks, pukes out. But
Mm.
I have no issues with animation on its face. I'm just saying I think people kind of overhype. They don't take animation seriously. Well, like the Wolf House. Wolf House is definitely animation. Wolf House is
Mm.
amazing. Who
Right.
talks about that? Nobody.
That's a good point, Eric. That's a good, and I still haven't seen Wolf House. I believe that's on Apple TV, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Now, let's get to In Your Dreams, which is on Netflix starting Friday, November 14th. Quote, In Your Dreams is a comedy adventure about Stevie and her brother Elliot. They journey into the absurd landscape of their own dreams. If the siblings can withstand a snarky stuffed giraffe, zombie breakfast foods, and the Queen of Nightmares, the Sandman will grant them their ultimate dream come true, the perfect family. So what happens is Stevie and her brother Elliot, Elliot adores his big sister. The big sister does not adore Elliot too much because her baby brother, her younger sibling, shares a room with her. She wants her own independence from her baby brother, and he gets a lot of attention since he's the baby in the family. And their parents are not actually getting along because the father is a struggling musician whose wife and his wife used to be part of his band, but his wife needs to get a new job because they need money. So there's some financial problems within the family, and it's actually something that both the kids understand, and they're going through a little bit of their own frustration and trauma, and they go into this world of dreams to escape to from their own reality. And in this land of dreams, there's this, I forgot the name, that snarky stuffed giraffe. I forgot what it was called, but he loves eating bologna.
Long
Right?
neck.
Long neck. So I got to
Long
look up
neck
what,
meat tube.
but that giraffe is played by, I think it's played by Craig Robinson, but In Your Dreams, directed by Alex Wu. And it says also the co-director. I got to look up the co-director as well, but the main director is Alex Wu. What's interesting is when you look up the word dreams, it has a very usually a positive connotation. There's nothing wrong with having dreams and ambition, but the way dreams are framed in this movie, it's a teaching lesson for kids of all ages, including this 53-year-old. Am I 53? No, this
Uh,
50, 50
Eric
what?
Benson is the other director.
Thank you. Eric Benson is a co-director. Thank you, Eric Holmes, for that. So even someone who is like me, 54, I can get some value-added stuff from In Your Dreams. This is going back to Eric saying about some animation. They put them on a pedestal, but they're for kids, and that's fine. But what about movies that have well, let's spotlight movies that have sort of an adult theme to it, or maybe adults can find value in. And me, as an adult or close to an elderly human being, I found a lot of value for
Definitely
In
that.
Your Dreams because I'm sorry? Yes, sir? Oh, so hey,
I
I don't have
said
that.
definitely that.
Okay, definitely that. So in your dreams, it's very interesting because dreams are fashion, and this is not a spoiler. Dreams can have its downside, meaning if you are stuck in your dreams as opposed to trying to live in the now, live in the reality, and face your not just fears, but face the problems that you have and try to work your way through it, then you might be stuck in this dream world. And these are two kids. They're not psychoanalysts yet, but they're learning along the way the importance of, yes, having dreams, dreaming, but the importance of also living in the world where you're awake. Okay. So I think In Your Dreams is really a value added experience on a superficial level. The visuals, it's very immersive when they get into the dream state. A lot of times they're traveling into this different dimension via their beds, and the Sandman's interesting as well. And I'm not going to say what happens. There's some really cool twists regarding the Sandman and offering them dreams, their dreams to come true. And it's a really well done family movie. It's funny, it's heartwarming, but again, I really love the theme of what happens if you live in your dream state for too long, whether you're a kid, whether you are a young adult, or whether, especially if you're in my case, someone in their early 50s. And another thing, Eric, sometimes when you watch animated films, I don't know if it's happened to you. This is the first time this happened to me. You watch an animated film and maybe you remember something about your childhood because the actual animation or the actual, because if it's a kid's story and it might give you a sort of a flashback to your own youth. And what happened to me is watching In Your Dreams, I remembered the bed I used to sleep in when I was a child. And I haven't thought about that bed for 40 some odd years. And that was a weird, surreal moment within your dreams. It's just
It,
interesting. Yeah.
it's funny you mentioned that because you mentioned Sandman in this, and I was thinking that a short, like 10-minute short from 1990 something, The Sandman. It was like a
Oh,
claymation thing, Paul Berry, and that gave me nostalgic. The short itself wasn't nostalgic because I didn't, I saw it when we started the Find Your Film thing, but the feeling that short brought forth was nostalgic. Like
mm,
certain fears and anxieties I had as a kid presented itself in that short, kind of what you're describing.
that's very interesting. I should definitely check out that short as well. It's called The Sandman from the
Yeah.
90s, right? It's what did you say? A 10-minute
Paul
short?
Berry, The Sandman, 1991.
Okay, I should check it out. Maybe hunt it down on YouTube as well. That's
It's definitely on YouTube. That's where I saw it. I can't remember how I came across it, but I was glad I did. It was a good
very
one.
cool. Well, I hope a lot of people come across In Your Dreams, which again is in Netflix, on Netflix, Friday, November 14th. That means millions of people will get to watch this. I would like to know if a lot of people find that level of resonant thematic flavor to this, or maybe I was reading too much into it. But anyways, I actually interviewed Alex Wu today. I will put up that interview up on our other YouTube channel, Deepest Dream, and also on our Find Your Film podcast as well. So a lot of stuff that me and Eric have been doing, and this is one of those movies where I was so excited all week. I said, Eric, you must watch King Ivory because if you and I don't talk about a movie together, where's the banter? And here we go. Eric Holmes watches King Ivory, and I don't live up to the bargain. I still haven't seen King
I mean,
Ivory because I had to watch
we
In Your
don't even need to punish you because your punishment is not having watched King Ivory.
That is my punishment. And I'm glad though, because we were able to get In Your Dreams in this week because it's a very interesting, of course, it's not the indie project stuff that we usually cover on Cinematics, but there is a lot of wonderful stuff to glean from In Your Dreams. Would love to hear what you guys think of the
Uh,
movie. Yes.
this means nothing to anybody else but me and my family. But Stevie and her brother Elliot, my brother's name is Steve Elliott Holmes. As soon as I saw that, I was like, "Oh, hey, it's Steve."
Very cool.
Filmmakers must know him. Probably not. It's coincidence, obviously, but that was a funny thing.
Yeah, voice
Anyway,
act. Yeah, voice
that
actor.
this is the kind of content you come to Cinematics for.
It's good.
So
Nice
you're
personal
welcome.
information. No, you're welcome. The cast includes Craig Robinson, Simu Leo, Kristen Milioti, I believe. And she was in the Penguin series, and she's a very good actress. But there's a whole bunch of really Gia Caritas and a whole bunch of voice actors. But again, yeah, I really enjoyed it. My rating for In Your Dreams, 4 stars. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. For more movie and television reviews and interviews, please subscribe to my Deepest Dream channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, thanks so much for your support. Take care.